Hey guys, I thought it would be really fun to do a cash unstuffing. I haven't done one of these in a really long time, and I actually have quite a bit of money that needs to go back to the bank. And then I may do an unstuffing as well, like a bill swap. Sorry, that's the correct word. If you hear any noises in the background, it's my fiance, so sorry in advance. Small apartment, what can I say? So first I'm going to tally up these numbers here. So I track all of my expenses on this expense tracker sheet. Sometimes I do a terrible job of dating it, and then I write the payment method that I did because I have different credit cards for different rewards, etc. And then I put it onto this sheet here, and I like to separate it by the credit card that it's going back to make sure the balances are correct. But sometimes I run out of space if I use too many different types of credit cards. So let's first start by adding these up here. Okay, so if I did this right, the amount I should be pulling is around $1,453.78. So at times when I can't use cash or whatever the case may be, I will use my credit cards, and then I'll just pull my budgeted money out of my envelope. So let's start with Starbucks up here, which makes me mad. So we were celebrating my promotion, and I treated Joe and I to Starbucks, and so this was intentional. So this was $12.94, and plus the Starbucks, this is the one that makes me mad. So I had preloaded my account with $10, which is down here, and so then when I went to put my order in, they default it to the credit card that's on file instead of your, what do you call it, your gift card. And I was so pissed because I had just loaded, and I intended to use the loaded money for my coffee. So if you know a way to fix that, I don't know if that is, but it makes me really mad because that's super shiesty when you think about it. Like if you're loading a gift card and then it just preloads your credit card. I've done that so many times and it makes me so mad. So since these are both coming out of takeout, I'm just going to add these two up here. So $20.10. Easy enough. I'll just pull out of my dining out. I have it listed as dining out instead of takeout, but whatever. So $20 for that. Okay, so we'll say 13 and 7 for $20. And then I got some gummies that needs to come out of household. So I'm going to pull out $9. Oh shoot. I need to remember to put $1 back. So I'm going to do a mark so I remember, but I'm going to write 9 and put like an asterisk, I guess, so I remember. We'll do $28.86 for gas, so we'll round up and we'll do $29 for gas. Let's see. So 25. Oh, there's some really nice ones in here. We'll take the crappier ones. Okay, so gas still has 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Maybe I shouldn't count this in case I decide to do a cash condensing. But let me just double check this. So 5, 10, or wow, 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So 29 is going back, but $1 is owed to household. So let me just put that in household right away. Perfect. Okay, so where were we at? So gas has $29. And then we'll just cross off that asterisk. Okay, now what do we have here? So we have a bunch of grocery, which makes this easy because it's all tallied up. So $70.31. I went to the store tonight and got a few things, so hopefully I have enough to cover this. I tried to not spend a lot, knowing I still needed to pull this money. I do get paid tomorrow, but I was like, it'd be kind of nice to just get bananas and a few odds and ends. So 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Yeah, we'll do 70. So perfect. Okay. So far, so good. Now we definitely have, and I have so many crazy denominations because lately, behind the scenes, I'll do my cash unstuffing, and then I will figure out the denominations that I need for my new budget, and I'll just use the denominations that I have on hand, and then pull the difference from the bank. Like if I need more than what I physically pulled out from the unstuffing. But this will be a case where I'll have way more cash on hand, so I don't necessarily need to go to the bank, and I can just use whatever I need out of this. Sorry, I'm trying to straighten this as I go, not that it matters, but okay, so groceries is definitely done, but we have some rollovers, so that's exciting. And while we're in here, let me do this first. So this needs to add up to 70. So, I mean, I can be a little type A sometimes. So we'll say minus 11 for this one. This one we would say minus 49. No, I'll just say 10 for this one. Either way, it all adds up to 70, so that one's done. Okay, now we'll put this back in the wallet, and what I'll do is I'll pull out for Starbucks that I was explaining before. So some of this is self-explanatory that I don't really need to explain to you. Okay, then in coffee, this should be 10 right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so $10. All right, so 29 up here. Just do the math as we go. Okay, so let's do, we have heavy hitters left. So I did my progressive 6-month car insurance. As you guys know, I purchased a car if you've watched my previous vlog. So my car insurance is now $711, but I also have my older car on there. I'll still do a future video on pricing and stuff like that, but $711. Let me just move this back here for now. $711 is what it is for my 2 cars for 6 months. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 400. And I want to separate that for a reason. So 400, here, let me count it first. 400, 500, 600, 700. Okay, let me just check this first. Just make sure this is 711. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 650, 700, 710, 11. Okay. And I'll put these with it too. Yeah, I may do the cash condensing at the end here, so stay tuned. I have to be in this binder again, so let me just write this down. So 711. Then I decided, because I want to change up my channel and the content, I just get a little camera shy with the setup of my apartment, but I do want to change up the style for 2026 and do more like vlog style. But so I decided to invest in Epidemic Sound. They had a deal for Black Friday. So $108.05. So I need to, and I was putting the money in TubeBuddy. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 100, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I actually have an extra dollar there. Because it was, oh wait, oh yeah, sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing, 108.05, so yeah, I'll just put in 108, and I'll roll that dollar over. The next one up on my list is going to be Sam's Club membership, so I'll put the money in here. Or, you know what, let's put it in gym fees. Because the way that I'm going to be budgeting for Sam's Club membership is going to be clean, because it's just $50 even. Whereas the gym fees one is, I think it's like $49, the annual thing for, what do you call that? Planet Fitness. Which, if you guys saw that video circulating, that is crazy work. Crazy work. If you know, you know. So 108. So this here is 118. So 118 plus the 29 from up here. So 147 is going back for here. And now I just have this last one. So Lens Crafters. I can't remember if my category is called health or medical. Actually, it might be called medical. So in 2026, I, for the first time, have an HSA, and I get $500 from my employer, and then I have $75 coming out of my bi-weekly check into that as well. So I may not really need that envelope. I will be doing a refresh on binders and my envelopes in 2026 in a few weeks here, just waiting on some things. So I may not use that envelope in the future, but for now I did have to save up cash for this because I exhausted my FSA. I did an FSA for the first time for 2025, and it's my first time funding it, and I didn't realize it's a once and done sort of thing. Like, once you decide the amount you're putting in there, that's it. You know, I thought you could change it mid-year, but apparently that's just an HSA, I think. Don't quote me. But anyways, for the first time since surgery 2.5-ish years ago, I got an update on my glasses, and then I got contacts. So $496.48 for all of that. So we'll just say $497. Let's see. So 100, 200, 300, 350, 400, 450, 470, 490, 495, 96, 97. Yeah, I just need 497. So this dollar, do I really need it in medical? Whatever, we'll just put it in medical for now. Oops, that popped open by mistake. So Now, the placeholders that I have here represent money that's my high yield savings. I want to see if the money that Joe is paying me back equals 400, because I would rather just be able to deposit the money instead of transferring money and then depositing money and waiting for the transfer to hit and da da da. It's like complicated that way. I want to just see if I can do an easy swap here. So Joe is paying me back when he borrowed my emergency fund. So I can't remember how much he paid me so far. It might have been 400. This will make sense in a second. So 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400. Perfect. So I'm going to do this. We're going to do, so whatever. I'm not going to straighten this out. So 400 now is what I'm going to say is in my high yield savings for emergency fund of what he's paid me back so far. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. And I have it attached to this so that I know that it represents the 1,000 that he owes me back. So maybe I'll clip this. Or instead of clipping it, because I don't want to ruin these envelopes, you know what? Let's do this instead. Or I'll just take this out completely, because I know I'm not putting any cash in here at all in 2026. When I'm funding my emergency fund, it's actually, here, I'll put this over here. It's actually going into my 100 envelope savings challenge. So yeah, that's actually what I'll do. I'll just make a note here. That this is, oh, this is like really thick. So 400 out of 1,000. Just do that note as a reminder. Perfect. Okay, so let's count the cash. Make sure that it's all there before we get into the condensing. And the condensing will probably be super quick. So, well, let's count all of these numbers first to see how much I should be counting here cash-wise. So 29 plus 70 plus, oh, I didn't add this up, so hold on. Sorry about that. So 497. So 497 plus 711 is $1,208. Okay, so 29 plus 70 plus 1208 plus 147. So $1,454, which is the most I've ever unstuffed at one time, is what should be here in cash, which is nuts. Let's play with it a little bit. Wow. My little T-Rex my infant-sized hands can't even handle this. Whoa. Oh, messing it up. Wow, that's nuts. Okay, let's make it fun and we'll use the calculator. I don't think I've ever counted up this much cash on my channel before in one sitting, so I know how to count. I'm just saying, like, there's pressure. Anyways, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 50, 150, 250, so 250, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, so 480, I believe. Oh, there's another 20 here. Shoot. Plus 20. If I'm wrong, then I know it was probably at that part. 10, 20, 30, 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, awesome. Okay, so we did it right. Cool. So that means I had $500 worth of 20s, which is wild. Okay, cool. So now that we did that, I may do a little bit of a condensing situation here with some of these, because these envelopes can be fragile. Okay, so we know emergency fund is good, though it's popping out because of this sticky here, which is driving me a little nuts. Whatever. Okay, so really it's just back here at wedding. Or maybe I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to count it up again. I think that's what people do. Here, let's pull all of this out. So in the bank already for wedding, I have $600 in my high yield, and then in cash I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600. So I have 600 plus 600 is 1,200. Wow. Holy moly. Wow. Okay, so what I will do then is... Here, let me write this down first. Let me use regular ones, though. It's just easier to read. So, 600 for a wedding. And then I'll kind of update this. So I'll say 400 emergency fund, just so I can update in my planner, like what the breakdown is, if that makes sense. Okay. So then what we will do is we'll use this placeholder, and then we'll use this placeholder, and this one. Wait. 1,000, 100, 200. That is nuts. Holy moly. That's so cool, though. Okay. That might honestly be it as far as like what's being added and going back, which means 1,454 plus 600, but we'll see. Let's condense these bills. I don't know that I'll really do too much condensing here, but okay, so 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we'll swap 2 5s for a 10. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. don't know what's in here. Okay, $12 in my grocery buffer. Household. Oh, okay, so 50, 75, 77. So that actually can't be condensed. Kitties. 24, that can't be condensed. So 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63. So we will do 63, and this should be 60, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. Yep. Electronics. I've been neglecting this, but all that is, oh, actually, wait. I really need to stuff this again, but this has 100 in it so far. Should I put this back to the bank? We're gonna let it build up a little bit, but I'll put 100 in here so far. Or should I put it back to the bank? Ugh, I don't know. Okay, so this one has 54, so we'll swap these for a 50. So 54. Kitty emergency has 120. Maybe we'll let this build up a little bit. I don't know. When it's a challenge, it's kind of fun to count the actual cash. You know what I mean? Medical has that dollar. I don't know. We'll just leave it in there for now. And then special occasions has 20. Really, that's all that there is left to check is the wallet, which, because this was the last pay of 2025, whatever rollover I have is going to go into my 100 envelope savings challenge. I'm going to change that up in 2026, but I want to condense this if I can. So I just have 10 in dining out, a $10 bill, which is already condensed, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 ones, which will change to a 5. Okay, so that is it for the condensing. So that means that I should have $2,054 since I added an additional 600 cash, I believe. Let's double check. Should we make another fan? That's nuts. Oh my goodness. Okay. So if I am correct, this should be $2,054. Well, I just messed up in the calculator, so let's redo this. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and 100s, which is wild. I forgot to hit plus or something like that. 51, 52, 53, 54, 450. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 80. So plus 580. That's where I messed up last time. I apparently didn't do the plus. 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh my goodness. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. No, I'm hitting it extra because I'm nervous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 2054. Yes, we did it. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much. Please let me know if you want to see more cash unstuffings and condensings in the future. Normally they're not as exciting. I don't normally have this much cash to go back. I don't do them often because I try not to do a lot of spending. But anyways, if you liked it, please subscribe. Let me know down below what you think, and I will see you in the very next one. Bye.